He said very clearly he is going to let everyone out of the detention centres, all the illegal migrants that we've detained. He's going to let them all out. He's going to cancel those flights. And he doesn't believe in it. He's going to offer an amnesty to illegal migrants. That's going to make us the soft touch of Europe.
Direct.
Oh, fantastic.
Any regrets in going early or calling the election so far, or are you?
No, I'm loving it. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. I'm getting out and about, across the country, every corner of it, just talking to as many people as I can about the choice of the election, because there's a pretty clear choice.
Big day elsewhere. Your opponent, Keir Starmer, has had, I think, 4 or 5 days now of absolute mess about what he's going to do about Diane Abbott. What do you make of that?
I think, having not followed every twist and turn of it, I think...
we have, sadly.
Yeah, no, I think, actually, you know what I saw today reconfirms what we already know about Keir Starmer, and that's that he constantly changes his mind, can't stick to a position, and it's clear that Angela Rayner is actually in charge of the party and not him. And I think if he's willing to give in to her on this, then just think what he's going to give into when it comes to union demands, higher taxes, or indeed weakening our defence and security.
Would you say it's his biggest flip-flop yet?
There's been a few. that is a competition in and of itself. There is a lot. But that actually, it's an important point, because we're living in an uncertain time, and uncertain times call for leadership where the person in charge has got a clear plan that they stick to, is willing to take bold action, and really is focused on delivering a secure future for everyone. And all of that has to be based on a strong set of convictions and values. And that's what people get with me. Not everyone will agree with everything I do, but I think people know with me what they're getting. They know what I stand for. I stick to things even when they're difficult. And you can't get anything done, quite frankly, in this job unless you don't have strong convictions.
On convictions and principles, would you have let Diane Abbott back? If one of your MPs had said the comments that she said about racism, would you have let her back into the party?
No, I'm not, honestly, Harry, I'm not interested in talking about the Labour Party and their candidates. What I'm interested in talking to everyone about is a choice at this election, and there's a clear choice. If you want a secure future, then you need someone in charge who's got a plan that will stick to that plan and is willing to do some bold things. And we're only a week into this campaign.
Yeah.
People can see that we are putting bold things on the table. A new modern form of national service. The Triple Lock Plus to protect pensioners. 100,000 new high-quality apprenticeships funded by closing down rip-off degrees. These are big ideas that are going to change our country for the better. What have we heard from Keir Starmer? I'm not interested in Diane Abbott. We've no ideas.
Well, we've heard he's a socialist.
We have heard he's socialist, and we all know what. The one thing he has said is that.
Do you think Britain's ready for another socialist prime minister?
Well, I don't think Britons want higher taxes. Right, what do socialists always do, as Margaret Thatcher famously reminded us? They always run out of everyone else's money, and that means everyone's taxes go up.
Rachel Reeves says she's not a socialist, she's a social democrat. Are you more Rachel Reeves than Keir Starmer?
No, I'm a conservative, and proudly so. Because I believe in lower taxes and strong borders, a sensible approach to net zero. Strong families, these are things I care about, and I'm not interested in them. But it's clear, when he says he's a socialist, everyone just needs to hear, my taxes are going up under him. That's what everyone needs to know.
Are you ready to debate him? That's the point you're going to be making next week? You're going to have to talk about him next week, because you're going to be standing there next to him.
Well, I'm going to be talking about what I want to do for the country, because I'm more interested in not playing the man, play the ball, right? And I'm interested in talking about my ideas for the country, how they're going to help people, how they're going to help your readers by cutting their taxes, not being ideological about net zero, getting there in a sensible way that doesn't saddle people with massive bills, prioritise our energy security, how we're going to get our flights off, get the deterrent going so we can stop the boats. Keir Starmer doesn't believe in any of those things. He wants open borders.
You're looking forward to it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to debating these ideas.
You didn't fancy debating Farage, though? He offered to debate.
On July 5th, one of two people is going to be Prime Minister, Keir Starmer or me. That's the choice at this election. A vote for anyone who is not a Conservative is a vote to put Keir Starmer into office. And if you want strong borders, if you want a sensible approach to net zero, if you want lower taxes, you're only going to get that with the Conservatives.
Are you worried the polls aren't moving, though? It doesn't. A slight twitch, maybe we're beginning to see in the polls, but you're still really far behind.
The only poll that matters is July 4th. And we're only a week into this. I'm talking to lots of people. As you can see, I'm out and about across the country every day talking to people. And I think people are really starting to engage with the choice. And they can see that we're putting bold ideas on the table. They can see we've got a clear plan that is working when it comes to the economy. I know we've been through a tough time. People can sense things are getting better. They don't want to put that at risk. And they can see that Keir Starmer is taking them for granted. He's not saying anything about what he would do if he was in power.
Because he's so far ahead in the polls, obviously. But
you know what? The British people deserve more than that. I don't. The British people don't like being taken for granted, right? People deserve to know what he would do if he wins.
It must be worrying, it takes quite ballsy to go into an election 20 points behind. Talk us through what was going through your head then? You thought, I'm on the ropes, I'm down, but we're going to do it anyway.
Because I think this is the right moment for the country to have this debate about our future. We've been through a tough few years. I know it's been difficult for your readers, it's been difficult for everyone, COVID and Ukraine, but I really feel that we've turned a corner. My priority when I became Prime Minister was to restore economic stability, and people can see inflation down from 11% back to normal, the economy growing faster than all our competitors earlier this year, wages rising faster than prices, energy bills falling. So that stability has been restored. So the question now for the country is, do you want to build on that progress and move forward? Or do you want to go backwards under Labour with no plan, no certainty at all, other than that your taxes are going to go up? So I think now that we've got that stability, we've got the foundation, the choice for the country is about the future. And my simple pitch to everyone is, I'm going to deliver a secure future for you, and I can do that because I've got a clear plan and I'm willing to take bold action. And he's just simply not able to do that.
When did you realise you were going to be ruining the football for everyone?
I think we can do both.
I'm not
I
sure,
think
though.
we can
I don't
do
know.
both.
I think
but maybe
maybe
a bit.
You're going to be competing for the front page of the Sun every day.
It's all right. I don't think people probably don't want politics in their days every single day anyway.
Was
but
it a consideration though? Did you realise?
No, this is the right moment. But it's perfectly possible to love your football. I mean, look, I've already had a good football start to this campaign.
Well, you had to miss going to Wembley, though, didn't you?
Southampton got promoted, so that was very exciting. All my family were there. They had a fantastic time.
Will you do us a favour though? Will you do all of us a favour and just tell all of your MPs and all of your candidates?
No door knocking when the matches are on. I think that's it. I think yes.
Some of the more boring group matches maybe, but no door knocking in England matches.
I think
promise.
I think everyone will self-police themselves on that. I think that's pretty assured. But no, it should be a good summer. It should be a good summer.
What are you more worried about? You more worried about the football? Or are you more worried about the election?
Well, I was worried about Southampton, but that has worked out very well, so that's very good. So I'm looking forward to some Premiership games at St Mary's next season. And look, when it comes to the football, I tell you, the country, they shouldn't just be worried about the Danes, the Slovenians and the Serbs. They should be worried about Captain Flip-Flop and his band of socialists, because
well, there we go.
if they win, everyone's taxes are going up.
They're getting relegated,
I think victory is in sight and we can bring it home.
Can you bring the election home though? That's the question.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, right. Can you bring? Who's got more chance of winning, you or England?
No, well, Saints have already set the example, so there we go.
It's been quite the summer though. If are you going to bring it home? Go on.
Saints, election, England in the Euros. There we go. We'll get all three done.
Why did you really go early, though? Why did you really go early?
It's just exactly what I told you. I thought this was the right moment.
Yeah, the boats are still coming.
No, it was the right moment.
The planes are still on the ground.
But we'll talk about that in a sec. But I really felt it was the right moment, because my primary job, my priority when I became Prime Minister was to restore economic stability. And even though I know things are still difficult and there's a way to go and people are only just starting to feel the benefits, I think people can see the evidence is there that we have turned a corner. I said inflation back to normal is a big deal. It was 11% when I started. The economy grew faster than France, Germany, America in the first part of this year. Wages have been rising faster than prices, energy bills falling. So look, that stability restored, now is the moment for the country to decide the future that it wants. And that's why I went. But look, on the boats, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
So
thousands have arrived since you called the election.
There's a clear choice at this election. Clear choice, right? If I win, then all the people that we've detained are getting on those flights, and those flights are going to Rwanda.
Are they actually though? Because
they've already been detained.
It's not foreign courts you're running up against. It's domestic courts.
The choice is clear. Those people have been detained. Flights are booked. Airfield's on standby. Escorts there. Case working is happening, and those flights will go. Because that's how we build a deterrent. You've got to make it clear to everyone: if you come here illegally, you won't get to stay. And you know what? Across Europe, everyone else, the penny is dropping that this is the right approach. 15 other European countries signed a declaration saying this is the right approach.
Did anyone give you legal advice saying that that your July target for flights was going to get missed?
But the choice is clear. Look, you know what you're going to get with me, and actually on this, you do know what you're going to get, because he said very clearly he is going to let everyone out of the detention centres, all the illegal migrants that we've detained. He's going to let them all out. He's going to cancel those flights. And he doesn't believe in it. He's going to offer an amnesty to illegal migrants. That's going to make us the soft touch of Europe.
Lots of people,
I don't want this to be a magnet for migrants from across the continent. I want us to have strong borders. And on that question, there is a clear choice at this election.
But is it a clear choice? Because is the Rwanda plan credible? Do people really believe the planes are going to go? And you're asking them to take you at your word when you've been saying for years, literally 2 years, you're going to send people to Rwanda and you haven't done it yet.
Yeah, because people like Keir Starmer have tried to block it every which way. And I have fought and I fought and I fought to get this done because I believe in it very strongly. And look, people might have their own ideas. I've not heard a single person come up with another idea to solve this problem, right? It has to be clear that if you come here illegally, you won't get to stay. And that means you have to have a safe country that you can send people to.
Yeah.
Right? Now, there are some people who say, well, it doesn't matter, we should just let anyone come here. Fine. I don't agree with it, but at least you can understand that is a position. But you can't claim that you care about this issue unless you're prepared to do something like this. And 15 other European countries just recently all signed a statement saying that being able to return people to a safe third country has to be part of the solution because it stops the incentive for them to come in the first place. So look, I'm clear about what I want to do. I'm clear that it's necessary. And Keir Starmer is equally clear that he's going to cancel those flights and make us the soft touch of Europe when it comes to illegal migration. And I do not want that for our country.